Hello everyone, this is Leslie with Color Art. Today we're playing with some more resin art products. We will be exploring colors before they go to the lab. We have Mystic Primrose, which is a deep blue violet. We have Arctic Blue. I don't know how to explain it. It's a really gorgeous blue and like a turquoise mica color. This is Twilight Orchid, which is a periwinkle, beautiful periwinkle color. And True Silver, which I have here right on my little tile, already opened up. I'm using these little taster spoons that you can tap. They're real flat. Take a look at it, it's real flat. It holds about an eighth of an ounce. I mean an eighth of a teaspoon. The Rezin Arte is a epoxy paint system that has mica minerals and metals mixed in. This actually has True Silver, which is a ground silver metal color. Very, it looks like pure liquid silver. This is the Arctic Blue. You can see the color in there. It's like a blue-green mica colors. This color's stunning. This is the Twilight Orchid, which should be a periwinkle color. They dissolve beautifully, no oil smell, really bright, pretty, sparkly colors. There's our periwinkle. Boy, that camera's sure making it look blue. Okay, and I have some clear on reserve. And we're going to do a tile test. I like to see what the color looks like on its own on a bright white background. I'm also using, just so you know, because I'm going to have to pan in and out here, the Stone Coat Black and Stone Coat White to get lacing effects on the tiles. I've mixed up just a tiny bit on the end of a spoon to about an ounce of the color. So let's get going. One last little spritz on my tile. I like cleaning them off with alcohol just before I start. Some old habits die hard. Let's see how close in we can get. Okay, so King of the Hill, the color I really was worried about, that it was too blue, and I just tweaked it so the violet should show up more, is this Mystic Primrose. I want to see a blue violet when it's down. I'm going to take some of this True Silver. I used a lot of paint on it. I need to be really careful on these little tiles. I don't need to be that. I don't want to be wasteful. Let's see what that silver looks like with that. And this is just a bit of the periwinkle as an accent. We're going to make the periwinkle like the start because this is a light value. The Arctic may be more contrasting, but I don't want to, like, you know, get too busy on this. I'm going to add some white. I like the black framing my pieces, but not dominating. I will take a little tiny risk. I know it ate up, it really took over my African jade in the last one, but I'm still experimenting with just a little line of black, running into a color like silver. Is it going to give me a nice accent without taking over? Wow, my phone is just like blowing up. But that's good. It means people are excited, saying hi. So, I don't know. I got plenty of white here, so I don't really want any more white over there. I don't want the black to come in and creep in too much. I'm thinking of actually just doing a tiny bit more. I already have silver over here. Spilling in with some silver. Then if I do go around this edge with black, and that's going to go right over it, but I'm going to pop a little clear there, so I've got something that if I push over it and want to push back, I can get some lacing from that white. That is a little trick. You can use some clear around the edges. I use clear a lot for different things, but if it goes over and I want to blow it back, I can, without having to fill the whole thing up with black and white right there. Okay, let's see what we get out of this combo. Excuse me while I get my heat gun. One tip, warm the area that you want to travel to first. First you should warm the whole thing and pop the bubbles. And I just mean warm it. Looks like we got some blank areas here. I don't really want any holes. So I'm going to warm it. Then I'm kind of going to warm the path, and I think I'm going to go this way first. So by warming the resin in front of where I'm going to blow, it will glide easier over the top. It feels like I've lost my periwinkle because I think the colors are a little close to one another. Getting some interesting selling in here though. push the black up and then pull the color back over. And it actually looks, it's either periwinkle or the color that I'm worried about losing. I'm starting to see the periwinkle pop. Areas where patches are looking more like the light purple. Now I would love to be doing my little clear trick right here. Clean up these edges while it's setting up. By putting a little bit of clear on top of certain areas, it magnifies them, real cool areas. On a tile though, you gotta be careful because it'll only take so much before it decides to pour it off. Yeah, this is like forming some cool little leaf there. I think I want to watch that change. I don't want to really mess with it. I'm learning to stop and look at it, and if I want to go back, you know, I still have 45 minutes working time. If I want to go back to my piece, warm it up and move something, I still can. But not getting impatient because you've got that clock ticking in your head. Oh my gosh, I've only got 45 minutes. I don't want to get impatient and not, oh wow, look at the silver. I've got my little phone light on. Blue is nice and glittery, that Mystic Primrose. It's actually a blue violet. The silver is quite pretty. I'm still a gold girl. I'd be wanting gold in this in a heartbeat, but there are so many people that love silver and are dazzled by silver. Okay, so I'm going to put a little clear right here and let you guys see what I'm talking about. That would make an interesting area. Hopefully it won't push it off too much. So what I mean is, take a tiny little bit of clear. Actually, see how close up I can get on this. You can see it. In live action. Okay, so I've got this little area. I know it looks grainy. That's the sparkle. Remember, that's all that dazzling silver. But what if I mean carefully just drip. Oops, that wasn't that careful, actually. I was trying to get tiny little drips because I've got little individual cells in there. And another thing, guys, this almost creates cells. Watch what's happening. I can actually say, ooh, I want to make cells where I thought cells should be. Actually, I'm spreading out that webbing that had the black and the color in it. And it's making these like marble-like patterns, which would be really, really cool in a big painting. Really, really cool. This is another area, but again, I don't want to push it off, but there's some sellage happening here. And by putting the clear on top, you're magnifying it like you just put it under a marble. You see that? Love that fact. Absolutely love that fact. So anywhere else I might do that at. Since that seems to be my fun trick for right now. It's exciting me. Here is some right here, whether we're going to get different colors or not. I kind of want to push back that Mystic Primrose to get different colors. Now I'm just going to sit and randomly drop some drops and see if I can't form. I don't want to get sloppy now. What might look like, oh, you missed it. I dropped some drops right there. Did you guys miss that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to, now this is going to get busy, but I'm going to do it right here again. See that? Right here again. And it's forming little marble-like texture. Why it does that, I gotta be careful now, it's starting to drip, so I've exceeded my limit. But what it's doing is it's pushing down some of the colors, and of course when something pushes down, something has to come up. And it creates these really cool patterns and crevices in the paint. I'm liking this actual settle. However, even though I put it on in a hurry and you guys didn't get to see it in the camera, but or see me while I did it, the light's not really going to pick that up that well. But there's an area right there where I dropped it into the blue and I'm getting some more patterns. Okay, so since we only have so much working time, let's go to number 2. We're going to swap for a new one. This is starting to be fun. I could do this every day and keep testing color combinations for you guys. Next thing, I'll start showing you how to mix custom colors with these. Yay! How to say, okay, I want it a little more yellow, or I want a little more pink, or I want my pink to be a peach. I'll show you guys. But we got to make it through the color testing. I am making the red plum, and those colors are already made. The colors I showed you yesterday are already in production. These today I'm testing to make sure that I like them before we go to the presses. Okay, I am going to mix up some coal. I have to control this. I should be doing that. I should give the silver a chance. I'm just not a silver girl. Okay, this is Arctic Blue. Hold your horses, folks. That is one of the most beautiful blues I've ever seen. And maybe on camera you're not picking it up completely. The blue-green mica is so unusual against that color. So pretty, but we'll see what happens when we spread it out. It's a real unusual color, very changeable. Okay, so what are we going to put with this one? Well, I want something dark, and it is that periwinkle color, the orchid, Twilight Orchid. Again, am I going to lose that? I think I'm going to make that the star of another one. And I'm going to use the Mystic Primrose as my accent color on this. You know, this white is, I might have put too much white in. I'm going to be really careful. I'm going to put some clear around the edge and drizzle the white over it. I'm a little worried that it looks, because I didn't have much resin in the bottom, and I just kind of grabbed some with a popsicle stick. So I'm going to just drizzle that white in there, not make it like completely pure white. Well, since this is so light, it's going to be real dramatic against that black, much more dramatic than that all dark piece. Plus, it's good to see what this stuff looks like up against white, what it looks like up against black. I'm actually going to put some clear in here and try to float it. See what happens. Now it's a little bit different. I want it to be about the color and have the black and white just be a simple accent. And I don't need to have it that other one was really dominated by the silver. This one I kind of am hoping I can just get a little string. Just a tiny bit of silver here and there in the little areas that are closed or open. Not closed, open. A little silver here. I don't know, I don't want to go gangbusters on the silver, because it did seem to take over or the piece. Okay, so now let's try warming it up, and I lost my platypus. That's that little thing on the end that focuses your air. Okay, well actually I want to push it. A woman can't make up her mind, right? I'm going to push it this way first. All that clear can be my friend or not be my friend. Let's see what happens with all that clear. I'm liking that swirl. Yeah. Okay, some interesting thing happened here. And I don't know how much of a close-up I can get. And I want to do this on purpose on a big piece. So over here in this tiny little corner, sorry for pointing out all these strange little areas. Come on, camera. This was black and had a bunch of the Arctic blue and some clear, and it blew over and I floated it back. And I've got this really interesting area here. It's way too wet for me to put anything on top of it right now. But I'm loving the intensity of that blue floating through that black right there. And the clear made it possible. I'm also getting some interesting selling of the paint going over itself, along with, of course, what the stone coat's doing in white and black. I do like this right here. I'll get this on the camera. I'm not sure how much the light's going to pick that up, but the Mystic Primrose, you can, oh look how blue and sparkly that is blowing into the black, but then this Arctic Blue is floating on top of it like this little ethereal heaven, and it's real transparent. I don't know how much the camera's going to pick it up. Not that much, not right now, not at this point. But you can see what's happening with the Arctic Blue as the light is hitting these areas here, how you're getting the highlights from the Arctic Blue into the Mystic Primrose, the sparkle of that true silver. I'm loving, again, more of that ethereal look. I'm loving what this Arctic Blue does over the black and the white. It just does this really magical, amazing pattern. I mean, I know the center's kind of basic, but I really, really, really don't want to mess with this. I kind of want to leave it just the way it is. Oops, sorry. See if I can get this to the side. This is really interesting here, that area I first pointed out. It's already starting to change. See if I can get it in a better light. Gosh, I wish it was on a regular canvas. I know I shouldn't get so excited over one little area, but it's causing, see that Arctic Blue, and it's starting to form this pattern over that black. That is so pretty. And yet it looks completely different next to the Arctic Blue that is kind of sheer over the top of the Mystic Primrose below. Very interesting. Well, I think there's enough violet in the Mystic Primrose. The first batches looked way too blue. I can see violet in here, which is the whole point. It's supposed to be blue-violet color. So that makes me happy with the Mystic Blue. I'm sorry, Mystic Primrose. Arctic Blue, Mystic Primrose, and True Silver, black and white. That's what this combination is. Okay, so I was having trouble having that periwinkle really pop in that first one. This is that Twilight Orchid. I know I keep calling it periwinkle. That's the shade of violet it is, to give you guys an idea what to expect. It's a blue violet. I guess I'm going to throw a little bit of everything at it that I've got left. Ooh, I've got some of this Arctic Blue. I think that'll be pretty. Even though we're making this the hero, I really do like that color. I think this Arctic Blue is going to be one of my favorites, just because it's changing so crazily. Okay, so I liked it over the black, which means I'm actually going to put a little black right here intentionally. Not up right up next to it though. I did that thing with the clear. So I'm going to try it again. See what I get. Oops, I didn't mean to get that close. And then the white. Boy, I have a lot of white mixed up. So, I like the idea of a little bit of white, but I don't want to have it take over. I really wish I had some gold here. Sorry kids, I'm going to mix up a quick thing of gold. I can't stand it because I'm going to make the silver the hero in the next piece. So I've got a little tiny 3/4 ounce salsa. I've got some of my dragon gold in it. You can see my little scoop. I'm going to pop in just a tiny bit of clear. I don't need the whole 3/4 ounce. I'm just going to mix some of this real fast. And because the Rezin Arte quick mixes so instantly, it's a quick mix formula, not a problem, right? So I have some dragon gold. This is a very deep antique gold. It's not a bright yellow gold. I have some holes to fill here. And we'll see if I was right or wrong. I do love the look of this gold over that beautiful, beautiful blue. That looks so pretty, just as it is. But of course, it can't stay that way. I think we got good coverage here. I ended up not putting clear on because I did that gold, so I'm going to just, any little places here where it leaves, has some little holes. Get a place for it to float, even here over by this white. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know you guys probably can't see this. I'm already oohing and on because I put that clear over the top. Again, look what happened. See how this periwinkle color, that Twilight Orchid's changing and you got a secondary color on it? And I'm already getting interesting little sellage. It's just in the pattern that I dropped that clear. And I haven't done anything. I guess that part excites me too much, huh? I find this exciting. Okay, so I've got to warm this up. I got that cool little ridge line again, that bright little ring of color. And push back that Azure Arctic Blue. Oh my God, look at that. Beautiful sellage coming through that black. Oh my God, I haven't even pushed it over here and I kind of don't want to. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love Dragon Gold. That's probably why I came out with an antique gold. I've always been an antique gold girl. Okay, camera. Wow. Look at the variation in that Twilight Orchid. The light and dark. Mix it in with this Arctic Blue. That is a nice combination. Arctic Blue, Twilight Orchid, and the gold. Wow. And all that green blue. Look at that beautiful. This is all selling here. Sparkling little gold and green selling. All the sparkle from the Dragon Gold. I'm loving this texture that I'm getting in here. See how close up I can get on that. Oh my God, this is my favorite of all. Wow. Boy, even close up, you're not going to get what I'm getting here. There's something really special starting to form in here. This is a layer, that's another layer, then it drops down, another one comes up, another one drops down. It's like starting to decide, like this darker color is pushing down, this little lighter vein of the periwinkle is pushing up, and it looks like I poured two different layers. Holy moly, this is, oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh, I want to use that combination on a canvas really bad. Okay, do I have another holder? Because I am going to do one last thing with that silver since I have so much made up. Well, I had 6 of those things. Where are they? Well, I'll put one of the first ones on this because we're almost set up. There we go. And I'm going to move this. I want to move this close to me to the right. So when I pan out, you can see this too at the end. This is just my favorite so far of everything I've done as far as negative space versus non-negative space, color combination. Wow. Okay, I'm just sitting it right to the right. I gotta get one more tile. I bought a case of these at Home Depot. 50 of them for 20 bucks, 23 bucks. It's like 50 cents a piece. They're really beautiful. You can make all kinds of trivets, bread baskets with them. Put them in the bottom of like serving trays and then resin them and then resin over them or inlay them or use them as some kind of a pattern on the wall of your bathroom. The ones I did yesterday and all those blues and turquoises, I am dying to do my bathroom in that. I want a strip of color coming across, so I'm getting really excited. I know these are testers, they're not canvases, but boy, they're a great way to check out your color combinations. Not use too much resin, not use too much paint. Think of it, these as almost color chips, color examples of, wow, I really liked how that combination looked. As a reference to when you do want to use a bigger board or a more expensive cradle board or canvas. Okay, so we're going to use up the rest of this silver. This is called True Silver. Very liquid, in your face, molten silver. It is all pure ground metal. There is not one drop of mica in this. And whatever colors I have left, we'll find as accents. I think I'm going to puddle them in different areas. Depends on how much I have. Ooh, have a nice little amount of this Arctic Blue, my new favorite blue color. I don't want it lost. Gosh, that's pretty. I just have to show you that silver all by itself before I do anything to it. Can you see that? See how absolutely, boy, it's going to be hard to get on the light, dazzling that silver is. It's blowing my mind. It's the ground metal. Okay. Sorry for, hey, look how special it looks. Okay, what else do I have left? I'm done with my silver almost. Ooh, I have a little bit of this pretty orchid color, my Twilight Orchid. Again, I'd rather have little patches of concentrated color to make it interesting than just have them kind of all mush-mosh all over each other.
Wells Fargo.
Sorry for that. Okay, what else am I missing here? Did I already blow through all of that blue? No, I might have. Ooh, I have a little bit of that first blue left. Again, I know we're trying to make this silver the hero, but here's some of that Mystic Primrose, that deep blue violet. It's got its own little spot. I know I've used black. I think I used black on the one with the other silver. I'm going to try to go only white, even though I do love how the colors look blown over the black, especially that Arctic Blue. And I have a ton of clear, so let's not go overboard on the white. Let's make sure we leave some. I'm kind of combing over that white. I got a little bit crazy with the white there, so it's not just pure white on the edges. There's a little bit of a break. Now I'm going to try this because you're supposed to blow the color over the stone coat to get the best patterns. But I have color over stone coat, then going over color over clear. And so far I've been able to blow over and then blow back. And when I'm blowing this color back over the white, I'll get additional sellage. So at least that's my rationale. I'm sticking to it. Okay, so it's all True Silver, Arctic Blue, Twilight Orchid, Mystic Primrose, Stone Coat White. Wow, it's making the silver sell up. And I'm getting some interesting little moon patterns here. And I don't think I even did anything on this corner yet. Back to where I kind of like it without me getting into it, but so I'm wondering if I can open up some more of that Arctic Blue in the center. I can just kind of go in this corner and kind of pull that silver down. Wow. Wow, there's so many things I like. I layered the silver, some white, the Mystic Primrose, and clear. And when I went over the top of it and then pushed, it looked like the Mystic Primrose was completely gone, and then I pushed it back. That white stone coat is making the silver sell up. Either that or our own product is making it sell up, but I know there's stone coat under there helping to create the effects. Let me get my gloves off so I can get my camera here. Yes, there's plenty of sparkle. I am loving that Arctic Blue. Oh, And with that Twilight Orchid, that periwinkle color, that's so pretty. And the silver, but boy, this lacing here of that silver, oh, please, please, please dry like this. Okay, well, that's my test for today. See how much I can get all four of these for you to see. I normally don't do that, but then I gotta get some clean gloves on here, move these things around. Actually, I think as I show them to you, I'm gonna get them to the drying rack. This turned out just so stunning. I am in love with this one. The other that are here, and then if I can scroll out, there you have it. This is the Mystic Primrose, silver, black, and white. This was the Arctic Blue, Mystic Primrose, black, white, and silver. This was that mishmash. The periwinkle was supposed to be the highlight of it, but we used plenty of Arctic Blue. So it was the Orchid, Arctic Blue, and using that gold, we're getting this really, really, really pretty lacing over that gold area. It's so pretty. Gosh, it's gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. And then, of course, the last one we just did that was all that silver, white. The true silver and white with just a little bit of the Arctic Blue and the Mystic Primrose. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye-bye. So here's the last one. And here's the one we're going to try to shoot for the camera. So I gotta say, this turned out to be absolutely stunning. If I can tilt it in such a way where you guys can see all the colors. Really pretty. I guess I'm a rainbow girl, and when the green and the silver went over, or the Arctic Blue and the periwinkle went over that gold, my heart just kind of went pitter-patter.